Right, ladies and gentlemen, firstly, thank you very much for inviting me along, and obviously the Mayor, and she will say her bit. As all of you know, I'm sure, that Reading is bidding for city status, and last week the Mayor took up a bid document up to government, and I'll be holding a debate next Tuesday in Parliament on city status for Reading. And this is a brilliant bid document, and it's what I would call, it's the it really sort of sets out all the bits and pieces about Reading in terms of, you know, our buildings, our history and all that sort of stuff. But apart from that, I think what we also, when we talk about Reading, is that there is a soul to Reading. And I think that soul to Reading is represented by the voluntary groups and the churches and indeed the families of Reading. And so I'm really pleased that in Family Week, and in the week that we've taken this bid up to London, and that we're going to have a debate, that we're actually celebrating finding out more about our families. I'm really pleased to be here, and I know that the church has had this facility available for quite some time, and I hope that as a result of the publicity out of this, that a lot more people will come forward and use this facility. I think it's absolutely fascinating. Just talking to a lady who said she's been coming here since 1989, and she hasn't stopped tracing yet. So thank you very much for inviting us, and I really hope that you get a lot more use out of this, and thank you for providing the facility. Thank you.
Thank you, Alok, for the introduction to this most important day. This, we all know our family history. We do tend to forget we've got, you know, after about 30 or 40 years, we're thinking, right, okay, now who was that person in that photograph? Now who was that person? Now I remember that one, and she only had one leg, but I can't remember her second name, but she was a relation. And but it shows that our experience of life and our experience of families is so precious. But having this sort of facility will encourage other people to find out more about their background, more about what makes them them, and also, as Alan says, what makes Reading Reading. I mean, taking the bid up last Friday was my first major, task to do as the new Mayor. And it was fascinating to think that if we can get this bid, if we become a city status, what you're doing here will also encourage people to find out more about the city, more about Reading, and more about themselves. I mean, I know this from experience because my mother has actually used the facilities here a few years ago, and we managed to trace on her side of the family, on the maternal side of the family, till 1753. Now that's absolutely fascinating. Fair enough, she went to London, she went to other places, but it gave us a sort of identity that we're not just all from here, we're from all over the world. And obviously, as I know with your church and everything, you are a church from all over the world. As well as that, our cousin, my sister and I's cousin, she's doing the paternal side of the family. I'm trying to do my husband's side of the family, but I've got stuck on one certain rogue, who is my father's grandfather, my husband's grandfather, who I can't actually identify, and I think I know what the reason why, and I'm hoping to find out today what the reason behind that. So really, I would like everybody to enjoy the day, take all the knowledge home, and we'd like to open up.
Absolutely.
Can I have fruits? Would you come in?
Yeah, please, come on in, come on in. Yeah, absolutely. Can we have some more cheese and everybody, not just us cutting.
Oh, yeah,
Right, here we go.
Go together.
Ready?
Look this way.
Should we?
Go ahead and cut.
Lovely.